Alright, Thrones LCG fans, we have another casual match here played at Black Knight Games in Hamilton, Ontario, back on December 6th of 2015. This was, we had some taking the black cards in these decks at this point. Some may be proxies, but most are real. On the left we have John playing Greyjoy Banner of the Rose. On the right we have Kevin playing Tyrell Banner of the Stag. Which you would have seen in the first video of this little series of these 3 games I'll be posting that we played on that afternoon. For setup, we have on the left John. He set up duped Balon and a Courtesan of the Rose. And on the right we have left and right a Garden Caretaker and Marjorie Tyrell. Not a bad little start on both sides, really. 3 and 4 cards, not bad. Just no economy. Other than the one reducing character on Kevin's side on the right. So players choosing their plots now. John looking through his hand to decide what to play, I guess. Not sure if he's already chosen it. But yeah, I'll just take this moment to just shout out. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video if you like the Thrones LCG content on the channel. And if you want to see live stream Thrones every Wednesday here at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we stream live from the Hobbing Kingdom in Burlington, Ontario. You can come by, chat with other Thrones fans in the chat, and ourselves playing. But I think the players are ready to flip here. So we have John flipping a Noble Cause. On the right, Kevin flipping a Noble Cause. And they're now going to flip a coin to decide who goes first. So Kevin won the coin toss, and he's choosing John on the left, the Greyjoy player, to go first. So he's going to take the seal of the hand pin there to signify first player. So in this matchup, having Banner of the Rose with Greyjoy, I assume there's a few more intrigue icons than usual out of a Greyjoy deck, so probably a little more rounded in the icon count. Not sure if he's including Tarly in here also, but may add a little extra power gain, speed up the deck a little bit, more than Greyjoy normally is already fast enough, I guess, with great Kraken and Balon getting lots of unopposed. But we have Asha played, Asha Greyjoy. Sorry about the glare there. Like I said in the last video, where I set the camera up, and at Black Knight Games here, it's a little awkward in the room there to try not to get glare on your cards. It's a little tough, but I'll definitely work on it next time we're there. And we have Marjorie Tyrell out now on both sides of the board. The Greyjoy player also getting her. And no locations for the Greyjoy deck. That's a strange thing to see going into the first challenge phase. So we have a King's Road there sacrificed on the Tyrell player's side, and there's Melisandre coming in and getting her Kneel effect on Balon. And packs of red wine, little baby Tywin as he's known around some parts. Just having that little +1 gold on him for $4 instead of the 7 Tywin gets you at 2. Still good. And he also reduces the cost of the first event you play each round by 1. So it's some rounds he will be generating you 2 economy. Okay. So back over to John, the Greyjoy player, to go first here. He's looking through his hand at his options. Let's see what he does now with Balon kneeling. He's going to go with the Asha play, trying to stealth and get an unopposed to Stander again. Get 2 challenges. Not sure if he's going to get that off with the quite wide board of characters that the Tyrell player has right now. And he's just going to use, I believe, left or right. I'm not sure which one it is, but he's just going to defend with one of them not kneeling due to their ability of both being out in play, which you don't see too often. But John plays Kraken's Grasp since he's going first, which reduces the strength of a 5 strength character or less down to 0, which gets him the unopposed, which will stand Asha, and he will win the challenge. So Garden Caretaker has been claimed. He's got his unopposed power there. A little bit out of order, but same result in the end here. Could he do an intrigue challenge here? There's lots of intrigue across the board, but you could kneel something out possibly. But he's going to go for a power challenge. It was a little weird in the first round to go for a power challenge to have Asha kneeling like that. But oh, and looks like he decides not to. Stands him back up. Says no. But he's going to do an intrigue with the Courtesan and Rose for 2. And the left or right, whichever one that is going to oppose with 2, or 3 actually. I think they get +1 strength, the extra icon, and the non-kneeling to attack, or non-kneeling to defend ability. So, bad move on John there, just defend it anyway. And he's going to pass it over to Kevin, the Tyrell player, to do his challenges. And it looks like we had an intrigue challenge with Paxter Redwin. So no defenders. Unopposed claim is a King's Road. That's not good. It's always good to see that as the opponent, though, taking that out of your opponent's hand to see that economy gone for good. So I think we're at a military challenge of 6 now with left and right. So what are we going to see claimed here? Are we going to see Balon's dupe go away? Courtesan of the Rose going to die. So no unopposed. He's blocking with Asha. And it looks like the dupe off Balon is... It's going to be what's chosen, but... yeah, there it is. Dupe off Balon for a claim. Yeah, it looks like a power challenge here with Melisandre of 4. No defenders since everyone's knelt, so that takes John's only power away. And looks like Kevin, the Tyrell player, is now up to 3. 3-0. First round done. And like I said in the last video, these 3 videos will be the same. I'm going to turn the volume pretty much right down because they had a speaker right beside the camera blaring radio commercials and music. And it's kind of hard to hear the players, and it's distracting, and probably YouTube copyrights shouldn't allow me to have that in the background anyway. So I'm just going to mute them out, and you're just going to listen to me breathing and talking here on a nice silent track. Sorry about that, guys. You can always just hit the mute button if you don't want to hear me either. So calling the banners played on the Greyjoy side there. Collects a nice big 5 gold before the plot phase. Or before the, marshalling phase. And Filthy Accusations kneels Balon out from the other side for another round. And it looks like Knight of the Flowers is in play. So nice board of characters on the Tyrell side. And you got to reduce their location out. And he's going to sit on 1 gold. Now the Greyjoy player is going to collect his economy. So he should get another 3 gold on top of the 5 he already has. So he should be at 8. Let's see what he can do with that 8 gold in the second round. Pretty good amount to have there. So Littlefinger for 5 is going to draw him 2 cards, get him +1 economy in the next round. Alright, there we go. Scene in Flames. Played to Neil Asha, with Melisandre being out in play and playing Warlord card. So Asha's the target for the Neil. And he's going to look through the Greyjoy player's hands and discard a card, which will be We Do Not Sow. We also see a Lordsport ship right there. I believe a Drowned Man and a Queen's Informant. What are they called? Olena's Informants, I think it was. So we have a military with left. No defenders. Claiming the Courtesan of the Rose. Getting unopposed power there. Putting the Tyrell player up to 4 power. Looks like Paxter with a 3 strength intrigue. Block with Littlefinger. And we have a Marjorie bump of 3 to Paxter, putting him up to 6. And the same thing will be done on the other side. Fully block it. Now a power challenge with the Knight of Flowers. Getting an unopposed. No claim though. No claim on the Greyjoy House card, so the Knight of Flowers will still take a renown. And Dominance also won. So pretty quick deck, pretty quick start here on this game from Kevin, the Tyrell player. He's already at 7 power into the second round. Almost halfway there. Can John, the Greyjoy player, turn it around? Let's see here. Wildfire would definitely help him. But does he play Wildfire? Let's see here. Right now would be the time to play it after you played Calling the Banners. And no, Filthy Accusations. Not going to take away 3 characters. Instead, he'll just be kneeling 1. And Summons played on the Tyrell side. So Marjorie is who is knelt. And the first player going to Greyjoy there. And we'll see which character gets summoned from the deck of the Tyrell player here. And it is a Fiery Followers, which is going to help with the constant kneel from Melisandre's ability we've been seeing each round so far. Who wants to put money on that it'll be Balon right now that's going to be knelt. Winnie marshals that Fiery Follower, if he even needs to. Alright, so we got a great Kraken duplicated on the board now to give Balon stealth, and also give the ability for twice per round during a challenge you win unopposed. You can gain a power or draw a card. Just what John might need to get back in this game. So Lordsport Shipwright knelt here to kneel the economy on the other side of the board there. Even though Kevin is saying that he had an action after playing the Lordsport Shipwright, he couldn't kneel the location, but he let John do it anyway, which is fine with him. But normally you'd play the Lordsport Shipwright, then your opponent would have an action. He could kneel that then at that point to reduce the next character that he'll get to play during his marshalling turn. But maybe Kevin has a better location in hand he'd rather not knelt, like the Mander. So we got Asha being knelt because Balon's milked. So Balon will have stealth, but he lost his ability, so that's why he did not get knelt, and Asha did instead, because she's still dangerous with stealth and her ability to stand after unopposed. So not a bad play there from Kevin. So 6 characters on the Greyjoy side, 3 are kneeling, and we have 7 characters on the Tyrell side, and only 1's kneeling going into challenges here. Not looking good for the potential Greyjoy comeback here. So wait, what? Oh, I see. Balon, sorry. Balon, I guess, knelt out to do a military challenge of 5. So I guess we're on to the Tyrell side. We have an intrigue coming with Melisandre. Not sure what happened there from John's side. I missed that, but we did have a Fiery Followers claimed. So it must have been a military challenge got through there. And a power challenge of 3 from the Tyrell. And no defender, so unopposed, but no claim on the house card. And we got a military with the Knight of Flowers. So unopposed, renown, and claim. Lordsport Shipwright's going to be claimed for the military challenge there. And looks like dominance goes again to the Tyrell player. Putting Kevin up to, what do we got, 9, 10, 11 power now. And John, the Greyjoy player, is still sitting at 0. So we have Kevin here just calling out John for touching Milk of the Poppy, giving out his next plot he's going to reveal is confiscation. Because he touched it, he just knew. And there it is, he was correct. So confiscation played to get rid of the milk off of Balon. And Calm Over Westeros naming military on the other side. Not sure who's first player, but we'll find out shortly. So it looks like, oh, there's the first player token going over to Kevin's side, the Tyrell player. Another reducing location, a Rose Road. Or was the Rose Road already there, I think. Reducing location was played. And we have a Wardens of the Reach, which are +2 due to the 2 Reach locations in play. So they are a 5 strength. We got a dupe for Littlefinger, a dupe for Asha. And 4 gold for the Drowned Men, leaving 1 gold left on the Greyjoy plot card there. So Greyjoy is down to an empty hand. It looks like Tyrell has 3 or 4 cards there left in hand. Looks like 3 cards. So it looks like we're on to challenges now. And Tyrell going first here. Just checked the other player's hand count, which is 0. So we have an intrigue with Melisandre for 4. And defending with 4 from Littlefinger. Block the unopposed. No claim. Looks like the Knight of Flowers is going in for a challenge. Not sure which challenge it is here, but it's only one defender can be declared, which was just pointed out by Kevin there. I believe it's a power challenge since Dampere is being selected as a defender. But it looks like it's 1, so it'll get a renown. No power for claim, no one opposed. So Tyrell's at 12. Let's see what John can do here with Greyjoys. So Wardens of the Reach are a 5, so Balon can stealth them out of the challenge. But then you have, the problem is left or right. They're at 3 strength each, and they can be buffed up by Marjorie there. So they can get up into the realm where Balon's effect won't matter. And since there's 3 military icons across the board, can't go unopposed if you throw in Asha just for the stealth with Balon. So we have Asha and Balon, military. So stealthing Wardens of the Reach and one of the others. So John just saying he forgot about Marjorie. There we go. So Kevin just reminding about Marjorie buffing Balon, which John forgot about there. So we had left there buffed by Marjorie up to 6, which would win the challenge, but then Marjorie on the Greyjoy side buffing Balon brings it back to unopposed. So Balon getting renown, unopposed power on the house card. I think a card drawn there from Great Kraken, but no claim from Calm over Westeros there. But still, it puts John on the board with some power. So, but I guess that's just what Kevin wants. He needs to get that power. He's having a little trouble here pushing through for the win, and that happens sometimes when your opponent has 0 power on their house round after round. It's nothing to steal for power challenges. It's just sometimes that one extra claim for a couple rounds can be enough to push you to the win a round or 2 earlier. So early in the game, kids, let your opponent get some power from unopposed or whatnot, so that you can just steal it later to win faster. Pro tip. Sometimes the longer a game goes, before you can push through to victory, the longer your opponent has to set up and see the cards they need and build up their board and start making a comeback. So try to close them out quick. Okay, flipping plot. So Calm over Westeros played on the Greyjoy side. Calling the Banners played on Tyrell side. Just Calling the Banners should get 6 gold there from the amount of characters across the board. And power is named for Calm over Westeros, which is good. Another way to slow the opponent down. We have John adjusting his fly there on the left. That show was free, kids, free of charge. I expect some funny comments in the comment section below on this video for that. So it looks like 11 gold there on the Tyrell plot. I was trying to decide what to do with. He played the 1 reducing location, so now he's seen all 3, which is another reach location in play, which definitely brings up the Warden of the Reach there by another strength. Alright, so we got Littlefinger in play to draw 2 cards for the Tyrell player. Just the amount of economy and characters on the board on the Tyrell side is just a little insane. Am I the only one screaming in my head here, or screaming at the screen, I guess? We want to see a wildfire. And there's another milk on Balon. Second one this game. And the R'hllor effect from Melisandre will kneel Asha. So not looking good here again. The Neil's back. So over to Greyjoy for marshalling. We have a sea tower. And another Lord's Port shipwright. And he'll be sitting on 5 gold. So over to Tyrell. Can he push through and go for the win now? Or will it go another round? And it looks like Knight of the Flowers is coming in for a 5 military? I think it's military. Looks like Balon's going to defend and get buffed by Marjorie. And Marjorie will buff the Knight of Flowers, so he'll push through the wind, get a renown, claim a dupe off Asha. And that's putting Tyrell up to 13. Intrigue challenge of 3. And Littlefinger will defend with 4 successfully. So power challenge with the Littlefinger of 4. And it looks like the unopposed is blocked with Damp Air. And no claim there from Calm over Westeros. So we have an intrigue challenge of 1 with the Lordsport Shipwright. Not sure why left and or right is just not standing to defend that, and why the Fire Followers are even put in, but and a power challenge with the Drowned Man. So the Wardens of the Reach will block. And Dominance goes to Tyrell, putting him up to 14. 1 power away. Alright, so looks like Greyjoy stalled him out another round. Will he push through for the final power here in this last round, we assume. But if not, can Greyjoy turn it around? I'm not sure. Summons and march to the wall. So I don't think there's a wildfire hiding in these decks here. It's definitely not one in the Greyjoy deck, but I'm not sure if Tyrell's playing it and just holding out, since he has the better board each round. And Greyjoy is searching for summons. And John's looking for a character. Doesn't have one seem to be jumping out at him, so he takes the Drowned Man. Alright, now March to the Wall is going to go off. So Littlefinger goes away. And a Lordsport Shipwright on the Greyjoy side. And there's Littlefinger again. Now we know why he marched away, Littlefinger. So he gets 2 more cards drawn again with him. Very nice play. Tyrell player, a handful of cards, board full of characters, tons of economy, tons of power. Everything's just firing off from his deck this game. And here is Highgarden. So you can pay 1 gold to remove an attacking character from a challenge. I think you don't have to kneel Highgarden to do it too, so it's once per round basically. Unless you can stand it. And over to Greyjoy. So we have a Drowned Man played. A dupe on Marjorie. And Alanis Greyjoy. And over to Tyrell, which can probably just win here with the Renown. And it looks like that'll be it. So, power challenge with Knight of Flowers. He can only declare 1 defender. But the Marjorie shenanigans should make it in Tyrell's favor. Yep, there's the shake. So, Greyjoy held on for a few extra rounds, but Tyrell ended up winning in the end. So, congrats to Kevin for the win. And thanks a lot, guys, for being on the video there. Thanks all of you for watching and supporting the channel. Yeah, make sure you guys hit subscribe below so you get notified when we go live or we post new videos. And hit the like button on this video if you're into Game of Thrones LCG videos and want to see more. I appreciate all the views. I appreciate all the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.